We're going to learn the melody, note by note. I'll show you where I play it. It can be played many different places. I start with my second finger at the 10th fret for the A on the second string. D, C, back to the A with my third finger. G is my first finger. A, B flat is my baby finger. Back to the A, G, B flat, A. Then I go to the, down here to the F, F, G, A is open, G, F, open at the capo, E, F, G, F, E, C is open on the third string, and then D, second finger at the 7th fret. That's the refrain. The verse starts in the same note. D, E, F, G, A, B flat, A, G, G, A, G, F, G, D, F, G, F, D, E at the capo. E, D, E, F, G, G, F, G, A, G, F, G, D, G, B flat, A, G, F, E, D, E. And that's the verse. Playing the melody is important if you're playing with a keyboard player and a guitar player. If you play the melody, it will help the congregation to follow the song better. So it's worth learning it. If you're playing by yourself, you wouldn't do it that way. We're going to do a full finger arrangement now. I'd like to review the chord voicings that we're going to use in our chord melody. It begins in D minor. We're going to move the chords around, basic shapes that you already know. The D minor I want to use is based on E minor. E minor becomes F minor, becomes G minor, becomes A minor, B minor, C minor, D minor up here at the 10th fret. Now, we don't need all these notes, so I'm just going to play from the 4th fret, 12th fret on the 4th string, bar it, and that'll give me my first note. I get an A, and then I'll go. So I get the D, C, and then B, and I go to A minor, based on E minor again. A minor would be here, but I need the note G, and then the A is open, and then G minor is based on this D minor shape. D minor becomes E minor, becomes F minor, becomes G minor here. And I want this high B flat for the melody. And then I get an A by taking that away. The next chord is C. I'm going to use the G shape here. G becomes A, becomes B, becomes C. And I need to have the D. And I need a B flat, so I'm going to use my first finger here. And then back to D minor now based on the A minor chord. So D minor would be here. And I get this top note is the A. And then I get the F. Put my finger down to get the G. Now B flat major is based on the F major. And it comes up here to B flat major. So I get the high string A, finger the G, the F is in the chord, E is open, back to F, and then back to our G minor, but this time I want the G note, which is this in my third finger. So A minor again, the open second and third string gives me the E, C, and then D minor. The verses starts on the D, So you can get that D there. It's a C chord again. G minor, A, G, then D minor, but I need a G, so I'm going to put my finger at the 8th fret, and the A is open. I'm going to play the 5th string to get the bass. So A is the top string, get the G, F, and then a G, it needs an F. B minor. The G is on the 2nd string. F, G, A sus. Now to a B flat. So I get the D here. Open E, F, G, C chord. Now F is based on a C shape. C becomes D, becomes E, becomes F. And I want this high A again. My G, F, and then back to the G chord. G minor. The E diminished 7th would normally be played like this, but I want the F, so I'm going to take that finger away and get the F. To my A sus and A. So again, E diminished 7th. I'm going to do it this way. I'm not going to do it full E minor. I want to grab this note F, E, D, A sus, and A. And those are the chord voicings I use to get the chord melody. I always move my chords to where I can get the melody notes in the higher strings. Be merciful.